We are here. We are here. Like I promised you, we would be here. We are here. Yo, yo, hey, 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 hey. We are here. Welcome to the Saturday evening ride. I apologize. We getting a late start today, but we here. We are here just like I told you we would be. We late, but we here. This is the Saturday evening ride. I am your gracious host, Mr. LA, and I got my co-host with me.
Miss LA, hey, hey.
Yay, we are here in the building. I must admit, I have a confession. She was not home at the time we were supposed to start.
What was I?
So I was watching the game. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching the Buccaneers game. So the game just ended, and I also had it scheduled for 7 o'clock. So, ma'am, you need to pull us up on your device over there, ma'am. See what's going on over there. What are you doing, ma'am? So yeah, I was watching the football game because I was trying to see was our team, the Buccaneers, going to possibly grace themselves into a playoff spot. So yeah, that's what I was doing. But nevertheless, we're here. We are here, and I like to say Happy New Year to my YouTube family and those that are watching. We are here. What's going on? What it be, co-host? Talk to the people.
What it do? What it do, people? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. It's raining on our end. What about y'all?
Yeah. Thank you for the one person that's checked in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So yeah, 2026, man. Everybody excited about the new year, man. Look, it was a long 2000, 2025, but guess what, man? We made it. We made it. We here. We blessed to see a new year, man. So we're gonna make it do what it do. And I hope y'all wrote down your 2026 year agenda. I hope y'all did it. We posted ours last week. So I hope y'all took the time down to write down 5 to 10 goals that you would want to accomplish or that you can accomplish, excuse me, within a 12-month period. So I hope y'all took the time to write y'all 2026 agenda and your goals down, some things that's realistic that you would like to accomplish in 2026. Write it down on construction paper, notebook paper, or write it down on your wall if you have to. But put it somewhere where you can see it, you can walk by it, glance at it, and remind yourself daily that yeah, this is what you look forward to. From 5 to 10, we do 10, and sometimes we even throw an extra one in as the year progress. So yeah,
If anybody have any questions, just drop it in the chat.
you got to speak up,
I'm
sweetheart.
sending it to you, Zed.
You a co-host. You a co-host. Speak loud so they can hear you.
Anybody have any questions what we went over on last week? Drop it in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
For sure, for sure. So tonight, man, don't really have a topic, but we just gonna speak from the perspective of fitness and finance. So yeah, man, I had a chance. Well, first of all, I was off today. So you can clap that up for me. I was off today. It felt good to be off on a Saturday. And I got up this morning, man, and I actually went downtown, and I actually walked.
Downtown where? Downtown
I
where?
actually walked downtown in my city. I actually walked. I went downtown, something I don't normally do. I live about 30 miles almost outside of my city, and I took the time to drive downtown, and I noticed that it was the most amazing thing that I seen in such a long time. And it was a bunch of white people working out and walking and jogging and walking dogs and skateboarding and skating and boating and everything else. And I was like, wow, these folks got some energy, man. And I said to myself, white folks are the most active human beings on the planet. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, dang, you know, white people, they always walk and exercise, but to actually be in the midst of it, man, I was kind of like blown away. I'm talking about, and they was serious about they walking. They was serious about their exercising. And I just want to speak to the black family and say, man, what's up, man? And I know some of us work out, but we got to get more into it, man. I mean, I know we work. I work 12-hour days, 13-hour days, sometimes 6 days a week. But I said to myself, man, I'm determined to be healthy and to squeeze that walking into my regiment. I talked it over with my sons. So we kind of like gonna hold each other accountable for certain things. And mine is trying to walk 3 days a week.
What's the name? Say, can you say my name? And how you say it? How do you say it? And Esau? And Esau Sosa? That's how you say it?
I can't see the comment.
Yeah. So, can you say my name? Make sure, let me know if I'm saying your name right. And Esau Sosa?
Why are we saying her name?
She said, can you say my name? They name. Whoever it is, said, can you say my name?
No, why would we want to say their name though?
I want to say it.
Just for what? I mean, what benefit is to say their name? Why should we say your name? I mean, what's the significance?
Like, hey,
What
Java 42.
What's the significance of saying your name? I don't know. I just wanted to know. I don't know. But yeah, we can say your name. How you doing, unknown person? Thank you. I hope you are a subscriber. Go subscribe. If you're not, subscribe to the channel. That's at Larry Anderson 6869. Subscribe to the channel. That's at Larry Anderson 6869. Man, drop a comment in the comment box. So yeah, man, I was just totally blown away, man, by all the activity that white people was doing early in the morning now. They was out there getting it, man. Some of them had these children with them. I'm like, God dang, where they get the energy from? Where they get the time from? They out there getting it early, man. So I got my steps in, man. I was able to walk probably about, I'm gonna say close to a mile. Not that I haven't walked a mile before, but it's been a while. You know, usually I jog in my community, but this morning I wanted to go downtown, man, and just, you know, just jog, man, do something different, man. So I know my co-host, she always getting it in. So talk to the people co-host from a woman's perspective of how important it is to work out and things of that nature.
Well, working out is very, very important. Even if you can't make it to the gym or gotta, you definitely do some walking because it's good for your heart and it's good for you to build up your what is it? Your cardio is really good, helping with your breathing. And not only that, it's good for us to make sure that we are taking the necessary steps because as we get older, you want to make sure that you are in shape. Being fine is just a bonus, but working out is very, very important because you have women that's dealing with hormones and menopause and all that. It help you with your joints, keep it moving, keep it lubricated, and definitely drink your water. You'll be all right.
For sure, for sure. And for the men as well, like I say, a lot of times we get into this this rat race or being on the hamster wheel or what have you. And sometimes we just don't have time, man. Like I say, it's hard for me because I drive trucks, and a lot of times when I get off work, the last thing I'm thinking about is exercising. So I know for a lot of y'all it's kind of difficult too, but we must apply ourselves, man. We must get to it, because I was listening to, I think it was a video on TikTok, and the video was talking about people that work 20 to 30 to 40 years, and when they finally retire, you always when they finally retire, you don't see some of the people just sitting down. You see them either they go back to work at a Walmart or a Target, or they find a hobby and they just continue to move around and keep going as if they was going to work. And he said the reason why that is because you do that to keep the blood flow moving in your body and circulating throughout your body, because your body is on a time frame of you used to going to work early in the morning, working for 8 hours or 10 hours or how many hours you work. So your body won't be used to just retiring and then sitting home doing nothing. Your body has been trained to get up and to, get it moving. So that was very interesting, and that makes sense though. We don't want to just retire just to sit down and do nothing. Like I said again, you see these old white people out there, man. Some of them be in their 70s and 80s. They be getting it. Not that I don't see, not that it ain't blacks out there doing the same thing, but I see a lot more white folks out there getting it. And we have a lot of health challenges and a lot of health problems due to our eating habits and things of that nature, and our proper dieting and lack of workout regimen. So I just want to encourage you all to, if you're not working out, man, try to do something. If it ain't but a 10-minute up and down the sidewalk walk, do that. You have to incorporate something in your life to get the blood flow pumping, man. And it's a struggle for me with certain foods like sweets. Man, I love my ice cream and my cookies, but I know I have to eat it in moderation. But sometimes it be hard. So just keeping those things in mind, man. Not just because it's the new year, but make it part of our everyday lives from years and years and years to come. Not just because it's a New Year's resolution, but once I believe if you do something for 30 days, man, it become a habit. If you do something good for 30 days, it become a habit. Or if you do something bad for 30 days straight, it become a habit. So we like to say practice make perfect. No, practice make habit. So you want to create a new habit? Do that same thing for 30 days, as long as it's a good thing, and you will see what it produces and generates in your life. Right,
I
co-host?
just want to add to that. Even when you don't feel like it, push yourself to do it. And once you get done, you're gonna be happy that you did it, because a lot of times you don't want to get up and move. When I go work out at one time, I don't want to get up early, but guess what? After that workout, I feel amazing. When you work out, it's that your whole day. It gives you the energy, like dang, where I get this energy from? It produced something that you think you never had. So definitely incorporate it into your daily activity. If not every day, every other day. And if you walk for 5 minutes a day, the next time you walk, do 7 minutes, do 8 minutes, do till you increase it. But make sure you also are drinking that water.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's very important. You gotta drink that water. I just had to get on one of my sons today. And he was telling me he went to exercising a little bit and started having cramps. And we was like, you ain't drinking enough water. Because there's no way if you drink enough water, you should be cramping up just from stretching and getting ready to start exercising. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta drink plenty of water, and we're not telling you something that we don't do. We do. I take a cooler to work with me, and I drink that thing down. For the most part, it's been kind of cool lately, so I haven't been. down in the told water is good for your skin, but I don't know about this type of water we got nowadays. Shoot, this water right here built a little different. It ain't like, how it was when we was coming up. The water we used to be able to drink out the water hole when we were coming up and won't affect us or none of that. Nowadays you drink the water, you drink that water out that hose if you want to. You find yourself with your skin peeling when you wake up in the morning or limbs falling off one. Don't drink the city water nowadays. You can't do it. But yeah, and also, man, on the financial part, man, you have to put together your savings plan, and that comes with you putting together a budget. Write down all your bills, like we said on last week. Write down all your bills. Take out those bills that are not a necessity. Those bills that you done added in your life that you really don't need, like 300-400 cable channels or 1,000 cable channels. Me and with the NFL package football season by the end, I'm gonna get rid of mine after the Super Bowl. That's the last time I'm gonna need that. And women, sometimes y'all don't have to go to the nail salon every week. You can skip a week, get that gel on them nails, get that gel on your regular fingernails. Ain't that how it work? Can you get gel on your regular nail? Yeah, you can put gel on your regular nails. But yeah, you gotta come up with a strategy on how to budget and how to save extra money because we know that we're in a different type of society far as finances goes. Everything is going up. Look, we just got hit with a surprise of our taxes going up, property taxes and insurance leaped up, man. So, if we wasn't prepared, we was praying that we wouldn't have to deal with with an increase in property taxes. But unfortunately, things have gone up. Look, I'm gonna tell you how bad things is. So I went in this store yesterday when I was at work, right? And I had got a Venom energy drink, which normally is like around like a dollar and some change. It used to be. And I had got a bag of chips, those Spanish chips. What is it called? Ticas or Tica? But anyway, I had got a bag of chips and a Phantom drink. That lady told me $6. I'm like, what? I said the same thing, man. I put them chips back, and it wasn't no big old tall bag of chips either. It was like a 50-cent bag of chips, but it's the Spanish chips. They start with a T, T-I-K something. And I just wanted to try because I never had them before, but I see them, beginning to get real popular. Man, I said, how much is this energy drink? This energy drink, lady, is normally like no more than $1.30. The Venom cans used to be like 99 cents, come up to be like $1.05. That lady told me, no, they done went up. This thing, like, she charged me like $2.20, and them chips by themselves were like $3 and some change. I'm like, what? And like I said, it wasn't no big bag, but that's how bad things have gotten. $6 for a bag of chips, huh? What? I just told you that in the chat. I put them chips back. I kept the energy drink because I needed that to boost my energy because I was sleepy from going to work so early. But, you have to know that, man. Things going up, man. We can't be in these stores shopping. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot shop. What I'm suggesting is that you do it smart. You shop on a budget. If you shopping for clothes or shoes, some things we really just don't be needing, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know I be flipping through Instagram and I be seeing a lot of stuff, that I be wanting. And I be like, nope, 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 nope. I don't really need it. It's a want. So you have to separate your needs from your wants, man. Because if not, you'll be broke out here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If you continue to be reckless with your spending in 2026, you might be in a shelter. I'm telling you. Cause you never know, man, when something unexpected just gonna hit you out the blue. And that's how life works, man. Life don't give you no notice. Life don't knock on your door and say, hey, this and that might happen. You know what I'm saying? It just happened.
Right.
So you have to be prepared at all times, man. You have to be prepared, especially if you got children, you know? Especially if you got children.
Right.
What you say about that, co-host?
I agree with you 100%. You definitely, it's something that I learned from you in preparation. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And staying ready means denying yourself of the things that you don't really need. If you don't really need it, don't get it. If you want it, don't get it. If you really, really need it, get it. But if it's something that you don't need, you can live with without it, don't do it. Don't do it. I remember my mama used to say, always, if you have a nickel, save a penny. And if you have a dime, save 5 cents. Meaning that change is going to add up to dollar bills, and them dollar bills are going to add up to your savings. So it's something good to stand on. Don't spend everything you got.
That's right. We believe in sow some, save some, spend some.
Right.
Spend less
Then
than what you make. That is the objective. If you want to prosper, you have to figure out how to spend less than what you make. And it's doable. Like I say, you have to X those things out of your life that you really don't need. Like I say, I keep talking about this cable, all this eating out. You have to cut those things out, man. Some of those apps on your TV that you don't necessarily need. You have to, cut those off. I know I had to do the same thing, man. I had to drop some of these things because I got a smart TV. So some of these apps on here, well, the majority of them, you have to pay for them. If you want to see stuff like Netflix, you got to pay for that stuff separately. You know what I'm saying? So, we went so far as to cutting the Netflix, and we love that Netflix, but, hey, that 20 something dollars that we were paying Netflix, that's going in our bank. And some of y'all might think that's extreme, but it's really not, man. When you trying to get ahead, you got to take the necessary steps for you and your household. You know what I'm saying? And my wife felt that it was a necessity, so she cut it. I was kind of like, dang, why you got rid of it? But, I understand, now when you look at it, you don't even really miss it because by the time you get off work, by the time you work out, take your shower, you don't really have time. You read, you don't really have time, you know what I'm saying? Unless you catch something on the weekend. But for the most part, you trying to get out the house because you done been home all week from working back home to working back to home. So you want to get out, and we try to get out. We do go on dates. Like I said, this is called a Saturday evening ride. And you normally catch us going on a date, but we went on our date last night. And we don't go out on a date every night. I mean, every weekend. You know? We may do it twice a month, you know what I'm saying? Or 3 times a month, or sometimes once a month.
Well, we do date night at home.
Yeah, or you-
Date night.
yeah.
Doesn't always mean spending money.
Right,
You
right.
don't have to spend money on date night.
Right. You can stay home, have your significant other, cook you something nice, or you cook her something nice, or if you a single person, you might order something to eat and stay home and chill, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's all about intentionality. You gotta be intentional about prospering. And so whatever steps you may have to take to get to where you trying to go, then you do that in the beginning. That don't necessarily mean it's gonna always be like that. But you have to start somewhere being disciplined. You have to be disciplined with your fitness. You have to be disciplined with your finances. Like I say again, I work with a group of guys, man. I see these guys, they spend $10 to $15 every day. Breakfast, lunch, snack. I'm like, dang, it would be easier if they just go to the grocery store, buy it in bulk, go to Sam Club, buy it in bulk, and bring it to work. That's what I do. I never forget, man, when I first got out the streets and I started working and stuff and I was doing construction. That was probably one of the first real jobs I had. And man, I used to see them guys, them older men, they used to be bringing their lunch, man. Them older men ain't too much go to no Burger King and be buying no lunch. Them older men would bring their lunch to work every day. And so I picked up on that, man. And so when I got involved, I started fixing my lunch, man. I'd go to the meat store, get me a meat plan when I was single. I'd go to the meat store, get me a meat plan, get me some spiced ham and some doggone cheese. Get me some bread. Get me a bag of chips. And get me a nice soda pop or what have you. And that's my lunch. You know what I'm saying? I might throw me a Debbie cake snack cake off in there somewhere. But, it's all about being intentional, man. That's how you save money, you know.
And for me, if you start writing down every time you spend $1, and you calculate that up by the end of the month, you'll see that you're spending more money on miscellaneous, which is not, it's not even worth it.
Right.
Go and get a soda from the store here. Oh, well, let me just go get me some McDonald's right here. Oh, let me go get that. Or let me do this. And then that stuff adds up.
It adds up.
It does. And I used to look at it as, for me, is, well, I make money, I can spend money, I'll make it back. But that wasn't the right thing. And then when I got wise with my spending, I realized, wait, instead of me stopping at McDonald's on the way home, when I'm going straight home, I can make me a sandwich at home.
Yeah.
So it makes a difference if you just start writing down and you actually see it. It took me to actually visualize how much I was spending a week to make me say, oh no, I gotta do something different.
Oh yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, if you spending $15 a day, times that by 5, because you work 5 days a week. Some of us work 6. You times that. That's 6 days a week times 6. 15. I mean,
That's 30.
yeah, that 15 times 6. How many days? How much that is?
That's $90.
Yeah,
That's
15. You
yeah.
spending $15 a day, days a week, man. That's a lot. And then you do that by 30 days.
Woo.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Or rather 25 days, because you don't work on Sundays, most of us. That's a lot, man. And you times that by 52 weeks, you do that by a year, that's a lot that you done spent miscellaneous spending. Like I say, we're not saying we don't enjoy ourselves. We're not saying that, we don't wear name brand stuff, but it's seasons and times that we do that, and it's seasons and times that we don't do that. Like usually around in the springtime, we get our clothes that we don't necessarily wear, but they kept up stuff. We put them in a bag and we usually send them over with a team that goes over to Africa or where have you. So it be good stuff, man. Huh?
And you give away here too, cause you
Yeah.
rode around with a trunk, nice shoes. You just rode
Yeah.
around your neighborhood and just gave them out. Nice
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you got stuff in your closet, man, and you can't squeeze back in that stuff, ladies,
Hold on now.
you might as well get that stuff away. Men too. If you got them Jordans, you got them fur pair of Jordans, you were so excited about them, and you held on to them from high school. You can't squeeze them big old feet back in them. You might as well get them Jordans away, send them over there to Haiti or somewhere. But no, but still, for all jokes aside though, but yeah, man, we do a clothing giveaway, and that's how we get blessed, man. When we release, God able to put more back into your storehouse when you release, man. So. But yeah, man, with that being said, man, we just want to tap in with y'all, man. Like I say again, this is the Saturday Evening Ride, man. I'm your co-host, Mr. LA, and I got my co-host with me.
Miss LA in the building.
Yes, I'm the host. And so, yeah, we just like to come in, man, and share some helpful tips, man. Like I say, we're starting a new year, man. And with this new year, we want to create some good habits and some good strategies and some good self-disciplines, man, that we could carry out, you know, throughout life in general, and possibly hand them down to our children, because our children gonna mimic what we show them, and they're gonna repeat what they hear us say. So, you know, you wanna put some good things before them, man, some good positive things before them. And if you got smaller kids out there, it's also good, man, to start getting your children prepared with their credit. You know, if you got good credit,
Yes, Lord.
put your child name down as a authorized user on that credit card. Now, if you don't,
Give 'em the card.
now
Don't give 'em
don't
the
give them the
card.
card. But now, if you don't got good credit, then don't destroy their credit before they really get it established. This is for people that got decent credit. If you got decent credit, you can put your child down as an authorized user and don't give them the card. And as you continue to make your payments on the regular, it helps build their credit up. So by the time they're in high school, getting ready to graduate or go on to college, they got a credit score of 800 or 850, you know. So their credit is predicated upon what you do with yours. So yeah, but with that being said, man, if nothing else from my co-hosts,
I do have one more thing. If, if anybody have any topics that they want us to touch bases with, just drop it in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to have that discussion.
that's right. If you got anything that you would like us to speak about, drop it in the comment, man. Let us know how this information is helping you. You know, we take criticism. We not no fickle people. We not touchy. We not so easily moved, you know. Let us know how we doing, man. You know, support the channel, spread the word, share the live. Also, you can go to our TikTok. You can catch me at Fuck the Bag, I Want the Bank over on TikTok. Follow me over there. That's where you get a little more radical me over there. Follow her on her TikTok. That's at Miss B, right?
Yes, at Miss B.
Yeah, just Miss B, MRSB. Follow her on TikTok. Check her out, you know. And if you're in our city, come on in, get your hair done. Get your dreads twisted, retwisted. Get your hair, get your sister lock, get your micro locks, all that good stuff. So yeah, man.
Whatever you want
What?
done.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, man, we enjoyed y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support. Like I say, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Till next week, man. We are out of here. Signing off. Peace.